Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Second Cup of Coffee. Pastor Tom here with you. We're going to launch a new series here in October called War. War, W-A-R, War. Now, that word brings a lot of imagery, hardly any of it good, I'm sure. And so I want you to know ahead of time, this isn't war in the sense of battles and life, loss of life, that kind of thing. We're actually going to use that as an acrostic and talk week after week about war in the sense of spiritual warfare. What warfare in the spirit looks like today. May touch a little bit on the Old Testament versus the New Testament. Just not a deep theological dive, but I'll just do it right now. The Old Testament talked about war. It was very, very... that word was to describe actual warfare. Swords and armies and battles and wins and losses and kingdoms and all of those things. When you move over into the New Testament, you don't have that. There's an occupation of Jerusalem by Rome, so there was still war and there was still things going on. But Jesus talks about war, or how you see Jesus walk out warfare is spiritual. It's conflicts with religion, it's conflicts with demonic, those types of things. And so I want to, having come out of talking about deliverance, talk about war a little bit in regards to spiritual things as opposed to what we even see today. We see it going on around the world, and I don't want to talk about those things because that's not the focus. So let's dive in. Hopefully it'll kind of bear itself out as we go along. Galatians 1, 6 through 10, it says this: I marvel at you that you are turning away so soon from him who called you in the grace of Christ to a different gospel, which is not another, but there are some who trouble you and want to pervert the gospel of Christ. But even if we are an angel of heaven preach any other gospel to you than what we have preached to you, let him be accursed. As we have said before, so now I say again, if anyone preaches any other gospel to you than what you have received, then let him be accursed. This type of war, and let me explain what we're going to talk about this week, is this type of war is spiritual, and it's the war for the gospel, and we face that today. So when you see something that is contrary, or you get a twinge or a check in your spirit, is what we say in Christianity, there's just something that doesn't sit right with what somebody's saying, what I'm seeing maybe on YouTube, I'm seeing in a clip, I'm hearing, then you need to take this posture, and it's the first acrostic. Watch and respond. Watch and respond. Don't watch and react. Okay? What we do a lot today is we take a snippet of something and we react to it. We react to it on social media. Everything is scorched earth. I mean, we go at people 100 miles an hour before we've even taken stock in what was the context of what they said, what did they really say, what did they mean by it, anything like that. A lot of our programming today is set up that way, not just in the political arena, but I see it in the spiritual arena as well. So what I'm asking us to do is to war effectively by watching and responding. Why do I watch? I watch to see the character of the person who's sharing it. I watch to see what spirit they're walking in. I watch to see, did somebody take just a small clip of what they said and try to build a theology that they say this person's standing on that they're really not? So I need to be careful and be guarded. I need to be guarded, and I need to watch before I respond, and I certainly can't watch and react. But if it's a different gospel than what is in these scriptures and what you know to be true of Jesus Christ, then you need to, sometimes maybe you need to say something, sometimes maybe you need to confront, And sometimes maybe you just need to walk away. You have to trust God with that wisdom, but before you make a decision, may all of our decisions be in the Spirit, not be in the flesh. And how do you know if you're in the Spirit? You respond instead of react. And you know that you have time to watch rather than having to do something right away. So this month of war is going to make more sense as we go along. So please stay with us. If it means something to you, share it. Like us on YouTube. Find us on Facebook, our app, Instagram, wherever you might be seeing us. We really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.